Conformity Antidote. Melting one snowflake at a time. Get ready to be triggered. Here they come, the leaders of the new church, Reverend Cuz and Deacon Tex.
And welcome back to Conformity Antidote.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, viewers.
Hello, viewers.
And we're back in Maryland. Deacon Tex is taking this extremely hard that we're not on vacation anymore.
I know. Oh, I really wish we could have stayed on vacation. We had a blast. We had a blast.
It was a good time. It really was.
And I hope you all. I hope you all enjoyed it too, especially the whiskey tasting. That was fantastic. But thanks everybody for joining us at the beach.
Yes, we had a lot of viewers for the beach one, but especially the whiskey tasting. Right. We had a lot of viewers, and just to let you know that your demands or your requests do not fall on deaf ears.
Correct. We
know that you guys have requested many more of those,
and we plan to bring many more to you.
Yeah, we're going to. So we're gonna do more like liquor, beer, food, like hot sauces.
Products. Yep.
We might even do a little bit of what they call liquor roulette.
Liquor roulette.
Yeah. Yes. And maybe we get some some different guests in here to help us out, because Mrs. Easy E was a big hit, and yes, and so was Mrs. S.
Oh yes,
Mrs. S was a big one. She was a crowd pleaser too.
Mm-hmm.
She was a little hammy though.
Mm-hmm.
We had to
a little handful.
No, hammy. She was hamming it up. Thought she was a star.
Well, she is a star.
Well, she is, but we had to take it down.
This is our show. This ain't the Miss S show.
Find your own show.
Yes.
So it was a good time. We enjoyed it, and
we're already in negotiations for next year or the year after. I think we ought to do the Conformity Antidote live beach show every year, but we're in the works. We're working on that. We're in negotiation phase.
If we had some sponsorship, man, we could take this sucker like twice a year.
We exactly.
Rat bastard.
And bring you all with us. You all would be welcome to come with us. You'd be a part of. We can make it like you had those cruise ships that had the vacation with
metal cruise.
Exactly.
We
could have the Conformity Antidote Beach Week, where we just have all kinds of
conformity cruise.
Yeah. I like that.
All right.
But good times.
Good times. But thanks for joining us during the week, beach week, because we still had plenty of people there, and especially thanks for our impromptu whiskey tasting that was in the middle of the week. We kind of just shot that out. I think it was we gave a day's notice.
Right. And it was just and we had a lot of viewers watch.
We did
at the time it happened, and we appreciate it. And a lot of likes. We had a lot of likes on that show.
Yes, we did,
for our web page. So
if you didn't catch the whiskey tasting, please do go back, or just on our Facebook page, go back. You'll see it, and it was a doozy. All right.
So
we got anything else? Are we?
No, we're back. We're not at the beach.
Yes. We're happy to be with you guys.
Yes, always happy to be with our audience.
Tex is not happy to be back.
No. In
Maryland.
Well, I was telling Reverend Cuz, and I'll say it, and I just think we need to, and everybody out there needs to do something with family and friends every year, because you just don't know. I spent 3.5 years of my life got interrupted over something I did. And it made you realize in that 3.5 years that time, the time just keeps going. Even though to me, time stood still for 3.5 years. It was still going on for everybody else. And don't put things off. Just do it. Get together and do it. And I think we're going to do that. I think.
Yes,
we're going to do that. In Reverend Cuz and I and the Moonies, who were so gracious, who were wonderful at the beach, and anybody else out there, for another time, and we'll just do things,
Yeah.
All right.
So I think next time when we go, we'll make sure we give everybody a heads up. So if anybody plans to go down to the beach at that time, because we did have a great studio audience,
Yes,
at the beach, and we'll
the more the merrier.
Yes, so
And we
we'll
did
make sure people know.
And we did have some other people that were down around the same time, but they came down. We missed each other. I guess you said you knew some people that came down. Yeah, we crisscrossed. So, but we'll have hopefully at much advance notice. And
yeah, we did. We had
crazy times.
Old Big John came down. He knows who he is.
And
but we missed him. He was a week after.
And I think this first time too was like it was like a test phase. It was it's like, all right, now we know how to do it. And now so next time maybe we can do. We didn't do as many like videos that we really wanted to do.
Correct.
But with that, I think as time goes on, that'll change.
That will change.
Yes. So it was new to us, a new experience, and
yes, but we're better for it.
Yes. So we're back here in the sewer.
Yes,
to be with you,
just for you.
Yes.
So that being said, we kind of rambled about 10 minutes. Almost.
I know.
All right, so
Let's
we're ready for some news. You'll go to the beach, pasty white boy.
Oh yes, our fat boys. Fat boy ice cream.
Oh, it looks like beach well. Oh, harpoon.
Speaking of which,
I'll tell you what. Neither of these shirts came off.
You got that right. Yeah,
during the whole week.
Modesty is the best policy. That's what I'm saying.
Or embarrassment too.
Yeah, exactly. We know our limitations. Even at the swimming pool we were at, like at the private house, like nobody else could see it. We don't care. I had a swim shirt. So did Cuz.
I did. Even in the pool.
Yep.
Shirt was staying on.
Yep. We know.
You believe me.
You don't want to scare anybody.
All right. So our first order of business is Now I didn't get a picture because we were watching the game, and then we went up to lunch, and then so I didn't get a picture for that. But the United States women's soccer team, won the World Cup.
Yes.
Again.
The only other team to do 2 in a row is Germany. So the U.S. and Germany are now, the only 2 countries that have won it back to back.
To fight it out. Us against Germany. Come with a tiebreaker.
Yes.
Get some.
Yes.
But so congratulations to the ladies. Now there was a couple little different things. So there was one thing with a video where they were holding up the American flag, and then they went to do something there, and they dropped it on the ground, and started dancing on it. They didn't know. They kind of like stomped on it. People were like up in arms. I forget who it was, but one of the soccer players, she sees it, she grabs it, and then holds it up. But a lot of people were making a blitz. Guys, look. I don't agree with it either. You got to respect the flag, but they were in the moment, and I don't think they really realized what was going on. So let's just let's just calm down. I believe me. I'm all about the flag and respecting it, but it was in the moment, and so let's just not get nuts.
Yeah, it wasn't that they were purposely doing it. They weren't purposely doing it just to be malicious.
No,
it was just they were crazy. They were excited.
Yeah, so let's just
a lot of estrogen going on.
Yes,
a little going on there. A little flow.
And so they played well. And so the only other thing I want to mention about it is old Rapinoe, whatever her name is. And it's just this. All right, I don't want to dwell on her. Here's my only thing with her. So, especially when the women's soccer team, who I think is more enjoyable to watch, I think are somewhat better athletes, that's just me, than the men's team, right? So the thing is when the women are trying to promote themselves, they're trying to get paid as much as the men do in the World Cup, and this and the other, right? and they're trying to get the fan and viewership and everything, increased. Whenever you got Rapinoe, whenever she does what she does, that detracts from that and gets people like pissed off about it. You're really kind of screwing the work that the girls and you have. I mean, you played well and you played hard, but even the work that you did and the women coming behind you, you're really doing them a disservice because you're detracting from what you guys are trying to do. And when you make these comments that you make and people get pissed off and they're like, well, I'm not going to watch it anymore. You're screwing your teammates and the young women that are coming up behind you. So, I think this might be her last one. Possibly.
Well, I think there's a couple of them that are going to hang out until they're going to try and hang in there until the Olympics. And then I think because the Olympics are in 2 years.
Is it
2020?
2020?
Yeah, 2020 next year actually. So the Olympics are next year. I think that's right.
Or is it 2021? Is it? No, it can't be.
I can't remember. Anyway, but I think a couple of them are going to hang out, wait, or are going to wait till the Olympics and then retire because there's a bunch of them that's just like their second or third World Cup and they're going to retire. And I think she's one of them because she's the oldest player.
She is, and that's all we're saying is just,
hey,
I know you don't like Trump, okay, but don't make the team the target of people's animosity to you. Because you're doing a disservice, and they're going to have they're having a hard enough time getting equal viewership and pay.
Well, because everybody's entitled. We've always said it before. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Correct.
But I think it detracts because that became a talking point during this last week whatever, where it shouldn't have been. The talking point should have been how good the girls are playing instead of the rift that between Rapinoe and a couple, and Trump and all that.
Saying, well,
it should have been focused purely on soccer. And all right, if you want to do the politics thing, do it after the fact. Don't do it while the games are going on.
Especially you talk about if Trump invites, probably nobody's going to go. So just.
And I get the whole
squash that shit.
Well,
man.
I get the whole thing with the national anthem and you're not singing and stuff like that in the media, that's her right, but the media was the ones that actually, here we go. She didn't bring it. Now I will defend her on this. That she wasn't the one that brought it to the forefront. The media brought it back. They're like, "Oh, let's go ahead and start this controversy." And they went up and asked her. They went up and asked her, "Oh, you're not going to sing the national anthem?" And of course she's answering it, and then it's plastered all over the news, which she's been doing since 2016. I don't agree with why she's doing it, but.
But again, she has the right to do it. I'm just saying, you're in a foreign country representing the United States. That's just not the time to do it, the place to do it. Same thing when we talked about the NFL. Don't protest during the game. You can do after the game. But anyway, all right.
And on a note that about Rapinoe or Rapinoe, is she did win along with the World Cup. She won the golden dildo. She won the.
It wasn't. No, it's golden boot.
The golden boot.
Boot. It's a boot.
What's that?
That's the award. It's a gold. It's a golden boot, not a dildo.
Oh, I thought she had said something about winning the golden dildo.
No, you mean about taking something home to her wife? No, that's not.
Oops, I got that one wrong. Fake news.
Fake news. It's golden boot,
and we don't do that at Conformity Antidote.
No, we don't.
We tell the truth here. Okay.
All right.
I got
golden boot.
Okay. Congratulations to.
Although I will say,
and I'm sure she'll probably buy. I mean, she might have bought a golden.
She probably did. But my thing is this. Again, she was picked over Alex Moore because she had more, but she had a lot of the penalty kicks.
Yes.
Okay. So really, Alex is the one that really scored on during the game. So anyway,
Alex and
enough about her.
And Alex Morgan and Mrs. Ertz, Zach Ertz's wife. Who's a Philadelphia Eagle?
She doesn't deserve, or he doesn't deserve her.
I know, but he has.
He
has her anyway.
He's a big douche.
Stop it.
Anyway,
let's move on to this big club.
Oh, Mr. Kaepernick raises his ugly frode head again. Frodo. Frodo. Him and Nike, you freaking rat bastards. Let me explain something to you, all right? Especially Nike. Nike, you're really getting on my damn nerves. He's getting on my nerves, and you're getting on my nerves. You're a multi-billion-dollar company. And oh, by the way, have you really heard anything from Kaepernick as far as the advertising with Nike?
No.
Except the first, during
that
football,
first
and they had that one
do
thing.
Whatever you do, do it. Do what you feels right, even if it's not popular or whatever. You're sacrificing.
Like you never sacrifice. But anyway, I haven't seen any advertisement with him and this and the other.
I think he's in negotiations for the XFL. Him and Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah. Then they can boo him in another league. Anyway, so if anybody doesn't know, everybody should know. That flag's actually a little bit cockeyed there, Nike. Come on, let's straighten that shit out. Anyway,
that was a prototype.
So anybody knows that these shoes here were coming out. Nike was going to come out with these for July, and the flag on that is what's
the 13 original colonies.
It was called the Betsy Ross flag.
Right.
All right. So douchebag here. There we go. Jackass said, "Oh no, with the 13 colonies and blah blah blah, that's racist." So he just sent an email or whatever to Nike and said, It's racist. The flag is. Exactly. It's like, oh, really? Why? How you figure that? Number one, it's about the 13 original colonies that came over. And Betsy Ross was an abolitionist. That's 2. And 3, it didn't seem to be an issue only a handful of years ago. So let me just bring this up to just jog everybody's memory. Oh, what is this? Oh, I tell you what this is. This is Barack Hussein Obama's second inauguration. And if you look where we have the 2 big circles, you see 2 giant Betsy Ross flags. Really? So now they're racist. Here they weren't racist. Now they're on the shoe. They're racist.
Yeah. How about that?
Kaepernick, you're an idiot. You're a freaking moron.
And when this story first came out, I sit there and I think about it now more and more. I'm almost, you know what? I could see Nike's doing this. They're also preparing for, because I didn't realize it until I was watching the Capitol 4th on July 4th on Thursday. And I like watching the fireworks from my TV screen from D.C. I'm not driving down to D.C. to watch
by the way,
crap.
Trump's 4th of July, they were saying there wasn't anybody there, poorly attended. Take a look at the pictures. Well, I think not. But anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, but however, I think I didn't realize that in 2027, right? I just wasn't thinking about it. But in 2027 or 2026 will be the 250th birthday of the United States. So
let's see how that goes over.
Well, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see those shoes make rear their ugly head, and then they can they can ask $1,000 for them, because of this bullshit. But anyway, this is my take. Kaepernick's an idiot, because I'm like, this has absolutely exactly an ass. Okay, so anything that has Americana from the past of any sort that he's going to associate with race. I mean, what's next? What else are you going to associate with racism? World War II was about racism.
Yeah.
The Civil War. We're not going to bring Civil War as but World War I. It's just like, the Liberty Bell was racism.
Yeah.
The Mayflower racism. Okay, where's it gonna stop? Whatever. You're an idiot. You're stupid.
You're an idiot.
Moron. And then for Nike to cave in for one person you got on that you sponsor, whatever, and he comes out and says that, and you all yanked the shoe because of this idiot.
Because he said it was racist.
Right. What? Well, so now what are these? What are all these many little young Chinese people that are making your shoes?
Where's the majority of Nike shoes made?
Right,
not
China.
all, but majority.
China.
So
now what are you gonna do? You're putting them out of a job.
You got kids.
No, stop making flag shoe. They're done.
No flag shoe for you.
Racist.
But you got young, you got young people that making like cents on the dollar.
Right.
Not to mention the human rights violations of China, forced abortions, and this, that, and the other. But you're fine with that.
Yeah,
you were hypocritical shit.
Social justice warriors, Kaepernick and Nike, and you all have no idea what else is going on. Even I was telling Reverend, I was even telling the Reverend Cuz, the Anti-Defamation League, who is whatever you think of them,
which I don't,
but they have even came out and they said that they find they're like, there's nothing about the Betsy Ross flag that we even associate with being offensive. So they were even confused on where this came from. This came out of left field.
I think for him it's a power grab.
I think so too.
He want to see look how much influence I still have, even though I don't know why he has influence at all.
He wasn't.
He's a freaking idiot.
He wasn't people, and you're going to find out if he goes on the XFL. He's going to go, and they're going to find out he wasn't even a good quarterback.
He wasn't.
He was average.
And by the way, I think we've covered this before. He was not kicked out of NFL. He opted to go. He still had a year on his contract. He was going to make what $4 or $5 million.
Right.
He opted out of his last year and walked away. Okay, that's not kicking you out.
Right. That's your own. That's you. Throwing a temper tantrum.
And speaking of money, let me get on my soapbox. Because he keeps talking about, let's talk about in some of the Dem 2020 candidates are talking about reparations. Okay, Kaepernick, I'll tell you what. You take all that freaking money that you're making off of Nike, and won't you put it in a reparation fund? Oh, because by the way, 4,000 blacks in this country, 4,000 blacks owned slaves to the tune of about a little over 12,000 slaves. So reparations also needs to come from black people as well. Mm-hmm. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Put that in your
freaking dumbass.
Put that in your bee in your bonnet. Oh, yes.
So let's look at truth. What is truth? All right. So then, you know what? Hold on. Isn't he biracial?
Yeah.
He owes double.
Yeah.
You're black and white. You owe double.
Yep. Two times. Two pots. You're at
2 pots.
You're in the white pot,
two
the black
bowls.
pot. 2 bowls.
So take your Nike money and put in a reparations account, and then you can pay for reparations because you owe twice.
And exactly,
you piece of shit.
And
excuse my language.
No one person or whatever is going to keep me. It's going to influence me. I'm not like these sheeple that are out there. No one person is going to influence me one way or the other, either from buying something or not buying something.
Correct.
However, when it comes to my choices, at the numerous choices I have when I go to the store or when I go and buy stuff online, I will say this. Nike, you are going to be one of the last ones. Well, your shit's expensive anyway. You're going to be one of the last ones I look at anyway. I'm not going to say I will never buy Nike anymore. However, well, that's you.
Yeah.
But I will say this. You're not going to be on the top of my list. That swoosh, it's like, really? I said, well, just stick to athletes. Just stick to the sports.
And shut
up. And you had a moneymaker. And I still, now the more I think about it, I think this shoe's going to rear its ugly, or not an ugly head. I think it was a nice little shoe.
It was a nice shoe.
And I think it's going to come back again. But I like the shoe that we don't have a picture for you. But
Don Jr.?
Don Jr. had that what Nike really wants, or what these new Democrats want, these socialist Democrats, and it was like the Nike swoosh. The sneaker was
like
red.
a sickle.
Yeah, it was like the Russian flag, the Soviet flag. It had the Nike shoe was in red, and it had the swoosh was in yellow, and it had a sickle going across the hammer going across the swoosh.
Exactly.
That's what they want. Hey, if you want that, I think there's North Korea and Cuba are your best bets.
There you go. Yeah, go take him to Cuba.
Yep.
Stupid ass. All right, enough about your stupid ass.
Yes.
Because you're making me sick.
Yeah.
Freaking dead. Oh, and just real quick, he also went on Twitter and quoted Frederick Douglass about something about I'll just paraphrase it, about this not being his America and stuff. It was completely out of context. So Senator Ted Cruz came in and said, time out. here's the quote, and here's the whole quote, and here's what it was the context of it. And he said it wasn't his America if we don't, free, the black people would be the free and this and the other is what he said. He didn't say I don't like America. So you know what, Kaepernick, you're not even educated, you stupid ass.
Right. Well,
I would say stick to sports, but you suck at sports too. So you know what?
No, I think what he's doing is he's taking it. He could be educate. He's taking advantage of people that don't know any better, and there's
true.
a lot of them out there. Trust me.
You got that right. All right, enough of your stupid.
Get him
ass.
off. Let's move on to another colossal failure.
All right, hold on 1 second. Here we go. Yikes!
Here she is again. Crazy bitch.
Old stupid.
Old stank hoe. Oh, Nats.
Oh, Nats. All right, so AOC again. Yes, I we try to stay away from her.
I know,
but she's just so stupid.
She's like herpes.
Yeah,
she goes away for a little bit, and then she pays her visit back.
And it's never good. It's always It's always bad. Always annoying.
You always get like little. It's a little soda when she.
Oh, wrong one. All right. Oh, speaking of like.
Oh.
She must be in. All right. Anyway, so. So Ivanka Trump was at the
G20 summit.
G20 summit, and she was talking to I think Merkel and May.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so some Democrats were saying, "What the hell is she doing there?" Blah blah blah. Well, she's got better negotiating skills than half the freaking politicians. Anyway, so then AOC raised her ugly head in Twitter and said, you shouldn't get experience based on who your father is. And she started questioning Ivanka Trump's experience and qualifications. Weren't you a bartender just 18 months ago?
Hey, honey.
I didn't know making a Long Island iced tea qualifies you for Congress.
Yep. Can you give me a pina colada, skank? That's not skank.
I don't know what it is, but they even interviewed people that worked with her that said she was a little bit heavy on the tips. Like they all put the tips, everybody just tips and then they.
Well, that's what socialism is.
That's
what socialism is. Put all the money in the pot, and I'm going to take the biggest amount. That's what I mean. That's what Castro did. That's what Mao Zedong did. Well, that's communist. That's
communist. Yeah,
but
socialist, communist, same thing.
Yeah, but everybody's got to put their money in the pot, and I'm going to take the most, and then whatever's left, you $1 here. Yeah. Here's $1 for you, and $1 for you, and I take $5 for me.
That's right.
And that's
what it is. But she's banging on Ivanka about her qualifications. You're a freaking bartender, you dumbass. Oh, you're just so stupid. Anyway, so we had that. Then she went for a tour of the immigration facilities, detention facilities.
They should have kept her there.
They should have. Dumb okay. Anyway, she comes out claiming that they had the immigrants that were suffering and they were drinking out of toilets and this, that, and the other. And it's like, no. There's not. So a border agent actually came in and it's like, whoa, hold on. He's like, time out. And he went through a tour and showed you with a camera exactly what was going on. Like they had all the food, there was tons of snacks out there, diapers, you name it. It was. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot a picture. And let me see if I have it. I may not have actually copied it, which I don't think I did, which is really, damn it, no I didn't. Damn.
Oh
well. Anyway, so I had a picture. Anyway, we'll go back. So I had a picture of what's his name? Joaquin Castro came in and snuck a phone in and took a picture of these people. So basically had a room, and I think there was 4, maybe 5 women in this room. And sleeping on they had sleeping bags in a bed and this and the other. And they're like, look at these horrible conditions. Well, this photographer also brought one from 2014 when Obama was running the show. And there, in that same room, there was like 12, 15. And there's like, oh, really? And it's like, you know what? AOC, you are the dumbest.
Well, that's if you notice though that's I think that's going to eventually rear its ugly head because our girl Kamala.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
There it is.
There's AOC at at the detention center, crying because all the people are in there.
Right.
But guess what?
Because the camera was on her.
It's not a detention center. Right here, she's looking at it's a parking lot. It's a parking lot. There's no detention centers in this. So they had. I didn't get the camera shot, but the camera shot behind her. They were showing it was an empty parking lot, and so now people are making fun of her for that shit. So it's
she's
you're an idiot.
She's gonna lead. She's gonna lead. Her and her little cast of characters are gonna end up taking over the. It's gonna be the Socialist Democrats of America.
Well, like you said earlier, she's starting to bang heads with Pelosi again.
Well, not only that, but
Pelosi will take her freaking.
But not only that, but what I was also gonna, not only that, what I was going to say is our girl Kamala, come on, has already thrown down the gauntlet. We talked about it during our beach show. She's already thrown down the gauntlet with Joe Biden about the whole immigration thing, about Obama and Biden's policies about immigration.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that because everybody else is kind of like covered that up with dirt. Well, it looks like Kamala wants to pull the gloves off and tell everybody, hey, if Joe Biden goes in the White House, he's going to do the same thing that Trump's doing.
It's racist.
Yeah. So
which was funny is because she went through this whole spiel about her being bused and stuff.
Right.
Bullshit.
She was busted a bus.
She said that she was bused. They had segregated busing or some bull crap in her area. So they had a historian or somebody that went to history looked. It's like, no, bullshit. That stopped like a couple years before she even went to school. And as a matter of fact, she actually lived with her mother, was actually right in the school district. And she actually went to kind of a more of a white school.
Yes. Well, is that where she met her
husband?
Her honky husband?
Honky. So,
not that there's anything wrong with that, but she's the social justice warrior.
She's the Black Lives Matter, Black agenda getting
white people
promoting.
are evil. White people are evil.
White people are evil.
Nah.
Your husband, he's a white devil.
Mm-hmm. So anyway,
get your dumbass off too. All right.
You know what's scary though?
What is scary?
Is this AOC and Tlaib and Omar Moreno or whatever.
Moreno.
These people are actually this new generation that we got is actually there's a possibility they could be in politics and they're gonna change. And I'm like, are you gonna? I will say this, and I will say this. Mark my words. Mark it here today on July 7th at whatever time it is. 8:33.
8:33.
If AOC ever becomes president of the United States, this guy, the Deacon Tex, will be becoming a German citizen. Pish posh. I will not.
Cuz will not become a.
I will be like an expatriate.
But I will go elsewhere.
We will be on an island, and we'll do our show from an island.
I go.
We can
go to the homeland is Scotland.
Oh, we can do that too. Scotland's very nice.
Scotland, yes.
It's a little nipply out there, though.
That's fine.
It's nipples.
I'll just find me a sheep to snuggle up with.
Oop. Yeah, I was gonna say if you.
I gotta fight the Muslims off though. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this thing on YouTube or not YouTube on Twitter
about Muslims and sheep.
Yes. There's a video. I've seen it. Somebody across the field, they saw a man in there. Anyway, long story short, it was an immigrant from, I forget, one of the Middle Eastern countries. So he's laying on the ground. Looks like he's humping something, but you can't tell. He gets up, and you see something white there, and he gets up, walks off. Goat.
Bear.
Goat gets
goat.
up.
Cheers.
Cheers on that one.
Was it a bearded goat?
No. No, because then he'd be gay.
Or was Well, they do that too, even though that's against Allah.
Well,
but
they better not find ISIS because ISIS will throw them off the building.
But it's funny that you mentioned that.
Yes.
I don't know where this. I didn't see our show has kind of took a dramatic turn.
Yes,
right down.
Turlet.
But it's funny that you brought that up. When I was over in Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom, we had actually a couple of pictures and videos. We had a big farm field right outside the base, and one or two times the little donkeys got donkey.
Ooh,
donkeys had a little fun with their human masters right out there in the farm field.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I wonder what Allah thinks about that. Maybe if it's not, I don't know. I guess they'll find out when they're up there with their virgins or whatever.
They don't eat. Yeah, they won't eat them.
So anyway.
Anyhow, all right.
I wonder if they were those fainting goats. Did you scare me?
They're all stiff.
Look, I don't even know.
Oh, I like her. It's like a virgin. She's all tight. Oh.
Or a dead body. That's so wrong.
That was him.
I know it's terrible.
All right.
Speaking of terrible.
Now, so the Mexican government. Actually, I'm going to mention something real quick. So, El Salvador has a new president. This guy came out right out and said, because remember how the one immigrant, and I think it's a daughter, remember to drown,
right?
And they have pictures of her. So the new president of and we will do something on him next week, but of El Salvador said that's on us. He said we have got to stop this. Number one, we've got to make our country better, and number two, we've got to stop some of the immigrants coming out and have everybody work together to make this country better. He said that's not on the U.S., that's on us. I was like, oh.
Wow.
Really?
Somebody actually spoke the truth.
Yeah. So let's see, El Salvador, and I'm almost positive it's El Salvador. We'll I think it is. I don't think it's Honduras. And I don't think it's Guatemala. But
it's definitely not Nicaragua.
No, definitely not. So, I mean, could be some sunshine coming through there that once, somebody actually taking responsibility for what's going on. Anyway, so we're in Mexico. So the Mexican government has confirmed that there are illegals trying to buy children to cross the border. So the Mexican authorities have come forward and assert that illegal immigrants in Tijuana are preying on vulnerable single mothers in shelters by suggesting they sell their children to them. And one woman from Honduras confessed that she can't go to work. I don't know where she's going to work if she's in Tijuana.
Right.
Because I thought they didn't have any jobs.
As a bartender.
Because that's
it's College Town.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, she said that they've offered her roughly about $350 to buy her kid at the shelter in Tijuana, so they could take the kid and use the child to go across the border. Which all these liberal Democrat jackasses.
Got to let them in. They've got a
yeah,
children.
Don't take them away from the parents. It's not their parents, you dumbass. And just because, that's my daughter. What documentation do you have to say that is or is not? And you take my word for it, and she's with whatever. And they had that one girl that came across that had, 8 different semen samples. 12-year-old girl. So it's like, seriously? And you're going to leave these children with these people who are not their parents.
Right. There's a thing that we call that. It's called human trafficking.
Yes.
I think. Or
yes.
But
they're fine with it because they don't look human trafficking. They just say, it's separating kids.
Well, they don't actually.
You don't freaking know.
No, I know what it boils down to is they actually don't care. They don't care about. We just want all the illegal immigrants. We brought up earlier with AOC and stuff like that. These people had their way. They just want, all right, there's no more checkpoints, no nothing. Everybody's just free to come and go as you please. No checks and balances whatsoever. That's exactly what they want. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to find out if you do it.
That's right.
They'll never do it. They talk a lot of crap But then I guarantee if they got put in that position behind closed doors, we need to put that barbed wire up.
Yeah,
we need to. But make it quiet. Keep it quiet. Tell the New York Times let's tell them not to publish that piece.
Yeah,
Just
tell the Times that we're actually for the kids and the
right.
and the Washington Compost.
Yeah, we're keeping 5 illegal immigrants, but we're sending 1,000 back.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, let me explain something to you about Mr. Cory Booker, who went and brought those 5 over,
right.
5 illegal. Now they're looking to charge him with crime. So I hope they do. I don't think they will because nobody's got the freaking cojones to do it.
No.
But he broke the law. They should arrest him.
Well, he's going nowhere fast. He's in a matter of fact, he's in the
that's probably why he did it. He's trying to,
I know.
He's trying to,
He's in with the Beto O'Rourke crowd. He's like they're falling dramatically down the pack.
Because I think there was a couple of kids that he brought over because they were probably doing it, trying to get the kids, for
I wonder
how much they can get for him.
I wonder how much he got him for.
$10 better now, $20 better now, $20 who give me $20 better now, $30 better now, $30 better now, $40 looking for $40 $40 better now, $50 better now, $50 who give me $50
No, not that. No, not that one. Not that one. I don't want not the boy or the girl. Girl, I'm bidding on the girl.
$90 better now, one looking for $100 who give me $100 better. $10 better now, $20 better now, $20 who give me $20 better.
All right, to the gentleman, the drug cartel go over there.
Sold
to the pedophile in the back.
That's right.
$350.
Okay, we joke, but we don't joke.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and it is happening. And my point is, these freaking Democrat dumbasses don't seem to think that they think everybody that's coming over is an asylum seeker and are with their all with their families, and everything's copacetic, and we'll bring them in and whatever, blah blah blah. And like we said, what was it, a couple of shows ago, that those that are seeking asylum, 90% are not coming back for their hearings,
right.
Or even for the support, services to get to whatever that is, asylum status or something.
Correct.
In the U.S. 90% are not even showing up or taking off, and they're running around the U.S. somewhere, and they're going to sanctuary cities, and local municipalities are actually giving them aid.
Hey,
so there you go. It's all about asylum seekers. I would think, yeah, like I said before, you think they'd want to do everything by the book, so that made sure that, hey, I'm classified as asylum seeker, I get all those services, blah blah blah.
No.
Nope.
Well, not only that, and there again, I tell you what, this is something that's extremely near and dear to my heart that I have a lot of concern with, in that they're completely they're opening the door to human trafficking, and
yes.
You have these people that believe, they have this notion that human trafficking only involves like adults or teenagers or whatever. No, human trafficking can be anything from a newborn baby. A baby being trafficked, being used. I'm not, and when we were saying for like being brought up for either social program services or anything like that, and then when they grow up, they're used for labor.
Yep.
Like they are in overseas, they're brought over for labor.
Hell, have they even covered that freaking human trafficking ring in New York?
Yes,
they had people for years that they were had to do.
So this is a perfect example of what's going on down in Mexico, and and obviously it doesn't seem to faze the socialist Democrats. That they're like, oh well, whatever. You got to bring them kids in or whatever.
That's their child. Oh really?
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
How do you know that's their child? I don't know. So anyway, it's a big soup sandwich, and I hope they get what's coming to them.
Me too. Democrat rat bastards. All right. We are done with the news.
That was a lot of news.
That was a lot of news.
That
was even tip of the iceberg. There was
I know we
10,000 more things.
We had a lot to talk about. Mm-hmm. We were kind of footloose and fancy free last week being at the beach, but we're down to business now. It's all business now.
We're okay.
That's what we're about.
Yeah, business, being serious, and everything. What you got that done, boy?
Here we go. Where's it at? Where's it at? Right here?
Yep. Ride him, cowboy.
Excuse me, miss, but the rodeo show for the MGM Grand is right down the road, right down there, to the left, to the stage. It's just
Halloween.
You're part of the show.
Halloween is over.
Yeah. Wait, Halloween's not for another couple months, honey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. So this is Florida Democrat Frederica Wilson. And yes, this is her normal attire.
She's very flamboyant.
That's one way of putting it.
Yes. She's very.
Yeah. What is this?
I know. I don't
Big
understand.
old. What is that?
It's like a black iris.
It almost looks like a shiitake mushroom.
Oh.
Oh, you make a little wonton soup.
I like wearing mushroom for ascot.
Hot and sour.
Hot sauce soup.
Small large.
Egg drop. Kung Pao rule. Anyway.
Anyway, so
she is, I will say this, she's color coordinated. You got
That-
the
that-
you got
that
the
she
pink,
is.
you got the pink, you got the red and the black. The black goes very well with the black.
now
with
see,
the
I'm
red.
a little confused. Is this
Oh.
sorry, is that a or is that a hello sailor?
I think it could be a sailor suit.
Oh, okay. Well, there
she's
you
waiting
go.
for the ships to come in. Well, she's down there in Florida. She's probably hanging out at the docks. That's terrible.
Probably right.
Oh,
Anyway,
we're making fun of her. We could be thrown in jail.
yes. So why are we bringing her up? Well, because she has stated that she wants that she thinks that people who make fun of members of Congress online, like Twitter and whatnot, should be prosecuted.
Okay, Reverend.
Really. And this is the same woman, just like Maxine Waters and some of these other ones, that has called Trump a Nazi, freaking Hitler, orange, whatever, this, that, and the other. But that's okay, the president of the United States. But if anybody makes fun of us
At Congress.
in Congress, that's the problem. Okay, can we just stop for a second? Can we look at all this? Really? I'm not supposed to say anything when you're looking like a freaking, it's like a freaking clown.
Well, I liken this to, what was that, years ago? They had that over in Italy. Yeah, I tell you what, you think our politics is screwy. Look at Italian politics. That's some screwed up stuff going on over there. But anyway, a couple years ago, they had that porn star.
I remember
elected, that was elected to like Parliament or whatever, and she showed up in one of the meetings, and I mean, she had on this like string. I know. Oh, she had this string, or I guess you could say it was a bikini, but it was a string on the top and a string on the bottom, and she went walking up in the and she like okay, so nobody's going to talk about her. Don't talk about me. I'm in Parliament. Honey, I'm not okay. You're not wearing it, and we don't want to see you in a string bikini. Oh. But we don't want to see you in a string bikini. I'm sorry, this is where my hand was. But look at you. You're like you're everybody else is wearing like a pantsuit, like or like in conservative attire. And then you're looking out in the Congress, and
you look like you were in a rodeo in San Francisco.
Frisco.
Hello, Frisco.
Blah, blah, blah.
Because you weren't roping no heifers. Well, they were heifers, but they weren't livestock. Hey, but yeah. So okay. Look, how are we supposed to take you seriously when you walk around looking like a jackass?
And besides,
And speaking of which, when we talked about the shiitake mushroom, what the hell is this? Some kind of freaking sea urchin? What is that?
it's the yellow rose of Texas, or no,
That ain't no rose. That looks more like
it's one of them squeegee things, or one of them little.
did you take a shower with?
Yeah,
for body wash.
yeah, that's what it is. It's a little body wash sponge. That way she can pop it off. It's multi-purpose. Oh man, honey, you smell like Dove soap. Well, thank you. It's my flower. Anyway, are you kidding me?
Yes.
Congress is ripe for comedy.
Yes.
Look at some of the people we've had in the past. Look at a lot of the ones we have now. We just got done talking about one flake.
You got that right. And she says, we're gonna shut them down and work with whoever it is to shut them down, and they should be prosecuted. You cannot intimidate members of Congress, frighten members of Congress. It's against the law, and it's a shame in this United States.
Oops, wrong button. I hate to break the news. I hate to break the news to you, but to intimidate anybody, not just members of Congress, and frighten anybody is again that. I think it's legal for everybody. But
telling me going on Twitter saying you look like a clown is not intimidation.
Right. Let's forget about all the other, and here we go, because this is all about her. This is all about
Frederica.
Let's forget about the girls that are getting bullied online. Yes. That are killing themselves or hurting themselves and all this other stuff. Oh, but don't make fun of people in Congress. We're gonna put you in jail. Oh, but it's all right. It's all right if the little high school girls make fun of each other.
We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care about. That's them. This is all about me. This is me. This is about me. Get over yourself, lady. Mm-hmm. You're welcoming people to talk about you. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you.
You're one step away from freaking.
Look,
Ronald McDonald over there.
Look at all the people throughout in Congress and all the presidents have been made fun of. All the people in Congress have been made fun of. Senators have been made fun of. Get them up, ride them out. Rawhide. Oh boy, everybody's been made fun of, lady.
Raw. Hide. Raw. Hide. Raw. Hide. All right.
I think she actually enjoys it herself. I look at it this way.
But you can't dress like that and expect somebody to say, oh, you know what? I can take you absolutely seriously on any kind of policy that you bring up or legislature.
Correct. And I also want to say this. At least people are talking about you. How many people are in Congress? The House of Representatives? Like 300, 200, something like that.
Yeah.
You don't know. I can't name I don't even know the ones in my state. I know my representative, who's a moron.
Freaking jackass.
But anyway, but that's about all I know. So if people are like saying...
Is that Steny?
Look at the Steny Hoyer.
Yeah.
No, Stony Curtis. No, no, it's not Steny Hoyer. No, it's what's his name? Drone or whatever.
Is that you guys? I thought we had
no, that's us.
McCartan or whatever his name is.
Oh, that's our senator.
Oh,
I'm talking about our rep. I'm talking about our rep. Yo,
who knows? You're all stupid.
They're all crooks.
Yes,
but at least hey, half the people in the House of Representatives, half the people in the Senate, nobody knows who they are. So look, you got that going for you. You're becoming popular
as a jackass,
right? So,
but at least they say any publicity is good publicity. Except probably for you.
All I gotta say is, honey, just you're very vibrant and very colorful. I like to see a little something in the blues and greens.
Especially this over here.
I know the black
like rhinestone cowboy.
Riding out on a horse.
Right. Get off. Suck. Anyway, all right.
Moving on.
Moving on
to one of my favorite stories.
Okay. So. Okay, so we have a little bit more of a medical situation here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, let's see if we can get through this.
Let's get this serious. This is a serious story.
Without freakazoid over here.
This is a serious story, Reverend.
All right, so we had a 29-year-old woman that recently given birth to her second child. She developed a severe pain on her right side. Right? And
that's not good.
So doctors noticed she had some swelling in a particular area. The technical term for that would be the vulva.
It's a female. Private part.
Yes. She had a lot of swelling, and they saw that she had developed an abscess.
Oh.
So when they suspected what it was, they went to look at it. It had some milky substance coming out, which they thought it was pus. And it turns out they figured out, now I don't know if they tasted it or what, but they found out it wasn't pus. It was milk. And damn. So
All right, I'm gonna let you finish the story.
So what they suspected was she has ectopic breast tissue, or breast tissue that's found elsewhere in the body outside the breast, and the tissue was lactating. So,
Can I have a little bit of my coffee, please?
so when they performed an ultrasound on the area, they could see the tissue looked like it was lactating breast tissue, except it was on the vulva. So it was swollen and painful, and they said the sutures that they put in for after birth was in the excretory duct.
Yeah, excretory duct.
For milk. So once these sutures removed, her pain was abated, and I'm sure everything just came right out.
There's many things to this story that I want to have. I wish I have a lot of questions about.
Yes.
My first one would be, who in their right mind?
Yes.
What? Oh man, what is that? Is that pus right there? Let me see what that is.
Yeah, I made that up. I didn't say how they tested it, but they tested it and it wasn't pus, or maybe he just visually looked
I can
at
see it. I can see the doctor though. All right, it's like a scene out of Caddyshack. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with this. When he picks up the Babe Ruth, he's like sitting there. I can see the nurses and stuff passing out in the office, in the doctor's office. Oh my gosh!
And then when they removed those sutures,
I know.
she had all that backup.
Somebody grab a bowl and some Raisin Bran.
I'm gonna have me a little breakfast this morning.
It's not pasteurized though. I don't care.
That's okay. It's all natural.
Oh.
Why is this?
I have a hard time. It's like something off the National Enquirer.
It's true.
Or somebody reading Penthouse.
It's true, because I even looked
I
it
don't
up
read
after
Penthouse,
that.
by the way.
I even looked it up, and it's like it's not common, but it's common enough where it's happened quite a few
Before.
times. Yeah, it's.
Can you? Oh, you know what? All right. Here we go. We're going right there again.
I'm not.
Yeah. Well,
I'm over
you're
here.
already there. No, we're already there. Oh, what about her husband?
He's having a good old time.
Oh, he's great. He's
Because
like,
then the baby can have these, and he can go.
I know. Well, not only that. Not only that, but can you imagine when they're down? They're having a little intimacy and they're having a little sex, and he'd be like, "Oh, baby." I never
start squirting them. It's like,
she has an orgasm.
it's like, what is this, a hose? Turn this thing off.
You look like a frosted donut. No, I have a donut in my mouth. This is a family show.
It is a family.
I feel sorry for the woman. But
oh, you know what?
That's-
I'm thinking, does that give her like 3 places she can pump milk?
I wonder if they have a pump for that. Wait a minute, this has a hint of tuna fish.
This don't taste like regular milk.
All right, I'm done.
This don't. I think the milk. You know what? Don't eat the milk. Why? It's spoiled.
milk. You mustn't eat it.
This milk's spoiled.
Oh, can you imagine that old bag sitting there? I got some milk.
Oh my gosh! Don't.
All right, yeah. I'm about ready to do the barfing thereof.
Right there.
Where? Right here?
Yeah. No. Right Does that look like barfing? It's a donkey.
Oh, that looks. That looks away from this angle. It's a guy in the toilet. From this angle, it looks a little different.
I'm going way down here, and I can tell.
Anyway,
Come on, man. Anyway, so
Woof.
yeah, lactating from the vulva.
I'll tell you what. If any of our listeners or
excuse me,
viewers
honey.
out there
I gotta
have
go
experienced
to
this.
work. Can you give me a little screech for the coffee?
Yeah, I forgot to pick up a gallon at the. I forgot to pick up the milk at the food line at the grocery store. Here, give me a little squirt there, and then. Oh, that's lovely, lady. That's lovely. Little bit of cream. Oh, I got some. Hey, for Wimbledon, it'd be perfect. You get some strawberries. Get a little thing of strawberries. I want to have some strawberries and cream. Can you give me a little? Oh, I say, this is undoubtedly the best strawberries and cream I've ever had here at Wimbledon.
Oh,
It
I
has a
think
nice
these
little-
strawberries are bad because they don't taste right. They're a little, I would say, gamey.
I smell it's. I think they might have been pulled in from the docks because it has little fishies.
All right.
All right, enough of that. We've already. That's sound effect. We've already fallen right into the gutter.
We
Let's
have.
pull ourselves out.
So do we go to the last one because we're over an hour? We're an hour and 2.
You know, again, we can save that for next because with this one we can talk about a little bit more in depth.
Yeah, because that's kind of
Yes.
funny because we can
Yes, we can do all
we don't
kinds of.
want, no, you take them.
Right?
we
No,
don't.
no,
you
no.
take 'em.
Yours. So yours. No,
right.
no. They're yours.
So anyway,
It's like being I want him. It's like being picked at
Last.
gym class. I know.
Mhm.
No. I don't want him. You take him. I don't want him. You
That's
take
right.
him.
oh, Miss Wendy said, you guys are so wrong.
I know. We are terrible.
That is terrible.
I didn't come up with the story.
It's a story
just
that
follow along.
was on
On the news.
the news. So I mean,
We just
we're here to inform.
Right.
So just in case it happens to you,
Mm.
don't get all freaked out.
And I didn't finish my point. If
Oh.
anybody out there from our overseas viewers and listeners to our domestic viewers and listeners, if you know somebody that has a similar issue, or maybe you have a similar issue, let us know.
Send us a video.
Yeah, send us video or pics.
Don't send it.
Send
My
to our-
wife would not. Yeah, don't send it.
I'll send it to.
Send it to care of Deacon Tex.
Oh no, I can't.
Reverend Cuz, I can't. I'm not even going there.
Well, you let us know
I
that
won't
you
look at it.
you let us know what you have, and we'll talk offline.
Over there. Over there. Oh,
Oh
all right.
my goodness. So anyway,
Oh, and just real quick, there's an announcement. So this is take this out. This is the Killswitch Engage fan club, and Killswitch Engage does have a new album coming out. Not that Deacon Tex cares. One of my favorite bands of all time. Awesome. They have a new single out, so check it out.
and that's fine. We do just because
The album's called Unleashed.
we oh ooh.
Yeah, Unleashed.
Ooh.
Unleashed.
We promoted a group that I liked early in the year, and
Which
I
was?
took and grabbed you to go see them in concert. That's
Mm.
Muse. So you're welcome to talk about your bands. That's what we do here. We just
welcome to talk to anything I want. It's a free country.
Yeah, exactly. It is. And I'll tell you right now, we were talking earlier, and if anybody from the band is watching, I'm going to tell you right now, Rammstein, please come to D.C. Please play tour the United States. We know you're in Europe all this year, the rest of this year, but we're looking for you in 2020.
Yes.
And we expect you, Rammstein, to be at the Capital One Arena, downtown D.C. We're going.
We will be there,
Yes.
my friend.
In the front, well, I don't know about the front row, but
Not the front row.
But we'll be
see,
there.
See, you don't want to be on front row
No.
Rammstein because then you get your eyebrows
I get singed.
burned off.
I know they like pyro.
They got like flamethrowers all over the place.
I'll get my hair burned off. It is.
Ooh.
I'll get.
Then you look like me.
I look.
Well, walk out looking like twins.
Yeah, because you'll have your beard burn off, and I'll have my hair burn
Oh, there you
off.
go. Yeah, we'll all both be bald everywhere. At least face-wise.
Call us Bernie. No, not Bernie Sanders either.
Oh. Call us Fire Marshal Bill.
Let me tell you something.
So, yeah.
So, anyway.
Ramstein. Man.
Yes.
Well, they're in Europe now. We
Right.
We have a feeling they're going to be doing a North American tour.
Right.
And if they do,
We can only hope.
we are there.
We will be
And
there.
Easy E, you'll be rolling with
Yes,
us.
and anybody at Tony, anybody else wants it, you know who you are.
I don't think Tony's in the Ramstein, but if you are,
If you are, anybody,
well, rock and roll, man.
we are on our way. Just let us know, and we'll all
Mhm.
go together. So,
Yeah.
and
But we're gonna pay a couple dollars because we don't do lawn
no,
We
we
do
do
not-
not do lawn seats,
and we don't do
No.
nosebleeds.
bleeds.
None of that
These
shit.
rosary bleeds.
These bleeds. So we're gonna get up in there.
Yeah, we get deep. I mean, we don't get like front row, like VIP seats,
Okay, not VIPs.
but
no.
we get like good viewing seats. Where like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We usually get the first row or second right off the floor,
Right.
unless there's seats in the floor.
Yes.
If it's all you can, if it's standing room only and mosh pit and all that, I'm not going down there.
No, because we're little.
We're too old for
Yeah,
that.
we're
Plus, I
little.
don't want to stand up the whole time.
Yeah,
Jeez, I
the
get
first
old.
thing you know, you're gonna have all these.
Oh, my back.
We're gonna have all these, but then again, probably a lot of people in that audience are gonna be about our age, so they'll be like,
I don't know.
if you get some young bucks, they'll be like, let's get the old people.
Rammstein has actually a big following,
They do
especially
have
younger ones,
yes.
younger people, because they're kind of they're industrial, so they have kind of a
Yeah, they're carrying over other generations.
It's like techno metal or
even
whatever.
though even though those guys are getting older than dirt. I don't know if you see that recent video of them. They're compared to like back in the Mutter days and stuff.
25 years, something like
Yeah,
that.
they've been around a while. So
All right. So anyway, that's all we have for today.
so yes,
So we will be back next Sunday again at 8:00. I think 8:00's good.
I think so.
Just let us know if we go. I mean, we're not going to go like 2:00, but if 7 is better,
right.
I think we've talked about this before. I can't
And-
remember if anybody came up with a earlier time or not, but
And keep this in mind, and because it's going to be here before you know it, and it's amazing how time just like, my God. But right after Labor Day, we are going to go start doing Saturdays again to free up our football Sundays.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing Saturday, even though we got college football on Saturdays, but we can work with
especially
college football
especially-
games are usually hit or miss a lot more than the NFL.
right.
So the NFL, we want to free up our Sundays. So just remember, right after Labor Day, which is going to be in about a month and a half, we're going to be switching over to Saturdays. So Sundays during the summer, Saturdays in the fall and winter. What that?
And like we said, another thing is what we're looking to do to crank up a notch, which will probably be like next year possibly, is seeing about doing some kind of a call-in show.
Yes.
And we're still looking at logistics about that because we're barely getting this thing on.
I know we have a hard enough time getting this operation going.
Got that right.
I could what we could do is just get like a dummy burner phone. Well, here's the number. The number will change every week.
Yep. I tried
So
to call. I couldn't get the number. We changed that.
Yeah, so it can't be traced.
That's right.
We throw the phone away after we're done using it.
We do.
Bam.
So
anyhow.
I don't know if we're going to be able to work that or not. That's just one of the things. And we do want to get out more with some video. And just,
Right.
We don't, and like I said, we don't have to wait for summer or something. Actually, fall is my favorite time.
Right, I do like the fall.
And I would like to go out some places, some bars or whatever, and see if we can't do some live stuff that's going on like in a bar.
But we'll do something. We got either possibility of a Halloween show theme thing coming up. We could do on remote, depending on what's going on. And just other things. Yeah, we're going to expand. We're going to expand. We're going to come out of the cellar.
And if you guys have any suggestions, just let us know. And
Yep.
say, hey, it would be cool if you guys did this or that or went here.
And like I say,
Or if you did something in my basement. Oh, if you want to pay us and feed us.
mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something.
We can do something
Let
in
me
that
tell you
basement.
something. You got some good food. You'd probably be amazed at what we'll do for a good meal.
And beverages.
And beverages, yes.
Food and beverages, we're there.
Yes.
We're not we're cheap but not easy.
Right.
Or is that the way it goes?
No. Yeah. Well, no. We're kind of both.
Yes, we are cheap and easy.
Cheap and easy.
So anyway, and like I said, I think we got our feet wet. We got a taste for it, for like a vacation show, and so look for it again. We'll be probably doing it again sometime next year. We don't know when, where, whatever, but stay tuned. We got plenty of time for that. We had a great time, and we had a great time this evening with you. So thank you all for joining us, and God bless, and we'll see you all next Sunday.
Yes.
Take away, Redmond Costs.
Yes. Make sure you check us out, and any of those that hit us on the show, or that have hit us through or come to us, I say through like Twitter, and we're on the new Twitter, which is called Parlay. It's different. It's a different Twitter. Or it's not Twitter.
What are we, pirates? Arr.
I
want to parlay.
But it's like Twitter, but unfortunately with Twitter, they keep snatching our listeners or our followers, and I go check one day and then 200 people are gone, and it's like Twitter is like, you know what, Twitter, you sons of bitches. So we're on Parlay. So if either or, Parlay, Twitter or Facebook or Instagram,
we're gonna cover all. We're covering all of our bases.
So if you guys are catching
Even
us
I
on
hate
that,
Facebook.
Yeah.
I hate Facebook, but it's the devil,
But if you guys are catching us on that, spread it around on those. All right. So we need fellow patriots to help us out and send the message. So,
Reverend.
That being said,
Reverend.
Yes. So, yes, thanks for joining us. God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and we're out.
Good night, fat boy.
Fat bastard.
Oh,
Round-eyed
give me
jackass.
some milk.
Oh.